My wife spilled it to her girlfriends during their wine night. He's terrible in bed. Most nights I just close my eyes and picture my ex. They all howled with laughter. I was sitting at the table right behind them. I quietly paid the tab, slid a note across to their server with 4 lemon drop shots, and walked out. On the back of my business card I'd written, "Enjoy thinking about him. You're free to go be with him now. Cards canceled. Locks are changed. Good luck." I'm writing this from the porch of a rented lake house 3 hours north of the city. Dead silence. The kind you pay for in cash and blood. I'm 38. 72 hours ago, I was still somebody's husband. Jessica, 34, is currently discovering that the designer handbags, the leased SUV, the stay-at-home wife, lifestyle she acted like was her God-given right was actually a benefit package I could cancel overnight. A little context so you know I'm not some hothead who snapped. I run commercial construction. Started swinging a hammer at 18, launched my own general contracting company at 26. Today I manage 8- and 9-figure jobs. My days are rebar schedules, payment bonds, and million-dollar change orders. I don't do chaos. I don't negotiate with people who waste my time. If a supplier tries to slip me subgrade material, I don't yell. I just pull the contract, withhold payment, and bond them off the job. I run my personal life the same way. Respect is non-negotiable. Once it's gone, the whole project gets demolished. I met Jessica 5 years ago. Back then she was a 3rd-grade teacher, soft-spoken, big on traditional values, said she wanted a simple life and a loyal man. I told her straight. I work brutal hours, I make very good money, but when I come home I want peace, no drama, no games, no toxicity. She said that was exactly what she wanted too. We signed a bulletproof prenup, my attorney's demand, given the company, the house I bought in 2016, and the investment accounts. She signed it with a smile, said, "It's just paper, babe. We're forever." The mask stayed on for a while. 8 months ago she quit teaching. "Burnout," she said. "I want to focus on us, maybe start a family soon." I was fine with it. I clear enough to carry us both without blinking. Instead of focusing on us, she found new friends. I nicknamed them the committee. Sarah, 40, twice divorced, professional alimony farmer. Michelle, 36, single, allergic to men. Danny, 33, married, but everybody knows about the boyfriend. Suddenly, it was brunches, self-care retreats, and 3 wine nights a week. The digs started small. "Why do you have to work so late?" "So you can get your nails done twice a month, Jessica." "You're so serious all the time." Sarah's ex bought her a new Range. "Why am I still in this Highlander?" I shut it down every time. "If you want a Range Rover, go get a job and lease one. And if you want to sit around trashing men with that crowd, leave the attitude at the door. This is my house." She'd cry, apologize, go back to playing sweet wife for a week. Rinse, repeat. I noticed. I'm not blind, but I figured a grown woman can choose her friends and choose her behavior. I was wrong. Thursday night was the detonation. I was having dinner with Frank, a developer I've been chasing for 2 years. Huge potential contract. We're tucked into a corner booth at a dark, old-school steakhouse. High leatherbacks, low light, very private. Mid-sentence, a pack of loud, half-drunk women get seated directly behind me. I recognized the voices instantly. Jessica and the committee. Frank saw my face go stone. "Problem, son." I held up one finger. Wait. They were already 3 bottles in. Sarah was boasting about how she got her second ex to pay for a girl's trip to Cabo. Danny was laughing about her current side piece. Then Sarah, loud enough for half the restaurant to hear. "So Jess, how's married life with the walking checkbook? Mr. Concrete still putting you to sleep?" I waited for my wife to defend me. Just once. Instead, Jessica laughed. That sharp, mean girl laugh I'd never heard from her. "Oh my God, you have no idea. He comes home, grunts about rebar, eats red meat, passes out. Total robot. Michelle, come on. Big construction guy has to be packing something, right?" Moment of silence. Then Jessica. "Honestly, it's like screwing a 2x4. Zero imagination. Half the time I just shut my eyes and picture Brad so I can finish. Whatever keeps the black card active, right?" The table exploded, screaming, "High fives, Brad. The one who cheated on you." "Girl works," Sarah yelled. My blood didn't boil. It went Arctic. In that moment the marriage didn't crack, it vaporized. It wasn't even the bedroom insult, which was a flat-out lie. She initiates 90% of the time. It was whatever keeps the black card active, and picturing her cheating ex while I thought I was loving my wife. Total, soul-deep disrespect. Frank heard every word. Looked at me over his scotch. That your wife? I nodded once. Meeting's over, Frank. I'm sorry. Don't be, he said, slid a cigar across the table. Take care of your house. Contract's yours Monday. I don't do business with men who can't command respect at home. Didn't make a scene. Weak men make scenes. I signaled the server, ordered 4 lemon drop shots. The cheap, sugary trash she and Brad used to slam in college. Wrote the note on the back of my card, tipped the kid 100, told him 2 minutes exactly, then walked out with Frank. As the valet brought my truck, I heard them cheering free shots inside. I drove home, let myself into the house, my house, bought 2016, my name only, and packed every stitch of clothing, every shoe, every piece of jewelry I'd ever bought her. Neatly. I'm not giving her theft accusations. Family heirlooms stayed on the dresser. Stacked the suitcases in the garage like cordwood. Poured 1 whiskey, sat in the dark living room, and waited. She came in just after midnight, mascara rivers, reeking of vodka and panic. Jason, what the hell is wrong with you? You embarrassed me in front of everyone. I flicked on 1 lamp. More embarrassing than announcing to a restaurant that you fake it with me by picturing your ex? Classic Darvo. Deny, attack, reverse victim. It was just drunk girl talk. You're insecure. Were you stalking me? Jessica, you were yelling. And I already pulled the phone records. 3 weeks, 400 plus texts to a 305 number. Brad's area code. Her face went ghost white. He's going through stuff. I was just being supportive. Right? Emotional support animal for the guy you pretend I am in bed. I stood up, used the site superintendent voice that makes 300-pound ironworkers obey. You're done. Bags are in the garage. You're leaving tonight. This is my house too. No. Deed says otherwise. But you're right. You have tenant rights. So here's the deal. Stay if you want, but I file tomorrow citing adultery and emotional infidelity. I'll subpoena Brad, Sarah, the whole restaurant. Or you leave quietly. We use the prenup. Nobody's dirty laundry hits the courthouse steps. She called me a monster, said she wasted her best years. I reminded her I paid for every single one of those years. Take the leased SUV for 30 days. After that, miss 1 payment, and it's reported stolen. She cursed me the whole way out, tires screeching down the street. I locked up, set the alarm, slept 10 hours. The next 48 hours were textbook. 2 a.m. text from Sarah. You're a pathetic little boy. We're lawyering up. You'll be sorry. My reply. Jessica has $412 in her checking. Hope you're fronting the retainer. Also, does your husband know you're texting married men at 2 a.m.? Blocked. Call from her mother. Tears. Marriage is hard. She was drunk. Me. Drunk enough to admit she's been texting her ex for weeks and faking it in bed with me. If that's acceptable to you, buy her a bus ticket. Click. Then the cherry on top. Brad. Turns out, successful architect, Brad is bartending at an Applebee's knockoff, living with 2 roommates, and deeply uninterested in a crying 34-year-old with 4 suitcases and no money. Saturday night, a buddy sent me a photo. Jessica draped all over Brad behind the bar while he's trying to pour drafts. Management asked her to leave. Sunday morning email from Jessica, subject line, I messed up. Brad's not the same. He was mean. Wouldn't even let me crash because his roommate said no. I'm in a motel. Sarah's husband is home, so I can't stay there. I see now you were my rock. I'll sign whatever you want. Please let me come home. Translation. The fantasy backup plan has bedbugs and a $19 per hour job. Let me back into the nice house. Forwarded it to my attorney. Add to evidence. Admits running to a fair partner. Monday morning we filed. Served her at the yoga studio where she works the front desk 15 hours a week for fun money. She called screaming she wanted half the house, alimony, everything. I reminded her about the prenup she signed while sipping champagne and giggling. Her attorney tried every trick, claimed duress, claimed she contributed by picking paint colors. Judge wasn't impressed with throw pillow equity. 4-hour mediation. Her own lawyer finally pulled her into the hallway, and I heard him yelling. Take the $5,000 and 3 months car payments, or walk away with something. She took it. 5 months later, the divorce is final. I'm on this porch with coffee and quiet. Jessica's in a rundown 1-bedroom across town, driving a 2009 Corolla with a busted taillight. The coven ghosted her the minute the credit cards stopped working. Brad blocked her, then posted pics with his new 22-year-old girlfriend. Jessica actually liked the photo. Ran into Michelle at Home Depot last week. Wow, Jason, you look happy. Jessica's really struggling. Maybe just coffee? Closure. I smiled. Tell her I've got all the closure I need. She wanted Brad. She's free to have him. I've got the house, the boat, the peace and quiet, and zero pretending. Walked away whistling. Men, do not explain away jokes that shred your dignity. Do not think she'll stay immune to toxic friends forever. She won't. Do not fear walking away. Being alone with your self-respect is 1,000 times better than being a wallet with a pulse while she closes her eyes and wishes you were someone else. I'm about to throw a ribeye on the grill. One I paid for. In a place I paid for. And I don't have to be anybody but me to enjoy it. Cheers.